There are so many myths and misconceptions out there about the actuarial career, and in today's video, I am going to debunk those so that you know the truth about the actuarial career. Hi, I'm Bria, and I am an associate of the Society of Actuaries and leader of the Actuary Accelerator Community. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you about the common myths and misconceptions about the actuarial career, because a lot of these can actually be holding you back from even starting the actuarial career. And I don't want that to happen. I'm sure you don't either, because this is a dream. This is a goal you have for yourself. And if you are letting some of these myths hold you back, it could be really preventing you from achieving that dream at all. In other cases, it might be slowing you down. If you believe these things, it could be causing you to not put your full effort and time into the actuarial career, and that can slow you down significantly. So today's video is all about the 3 most common myths about the actuarial career. Myth number 1 is that if you pass more actuarial exams than the competition, then you are going to get an actuarial job because you're going to have more exams passed. Okay, I hate to see people go down this route because it's just not true. It seems logical that if you have more actuarial exams passed than the competition, then that automatically means you probably have more dedication, you maybe know more of the math and that sort of thing. So it seems like a no-brainer that an actuarial employer would want to hire you over other people that don't have as many exams passed. But that's the wrong way of thinking. In today's world, actuarial employers are looking for more than just past exams. There are 4 pillars that I talk about in terms of someone that is a great candidate for actuarial positions. These 4 pillars are a bachelor's degree, actuarial exams passed, technical skills, and related experience. Those 4 things combined make an aspiring actuary a really well-rounded candidate for actuarial positions. But if you just focus on actuarial exams and you pass a bunch of those, and you probably have a bachelor's degree too, well, that means that you have just covered 2 of those 4 qualifications that we talked about. You're completely forgetting about the related experience and the technical skills. So that's why usually employers are not quick to hire someone that just has a bunch of exams passed. They really want to hire someone that is well-rounded and has those 4 pillars of qualifications instead of just actuarial exams. So that means if your competition has a bachelor's degree, they have some exams passed, maybe it's just 2 or 3, and they have technical skills that are really good, and they also have related experience, they are more likely to get an actuarial job than someone that has 4 or 5 actuarial exams passed. It's just because they are more well-rounded. And I know this because I've been helping members of the Actuary Accelerator Community to get jobs, and several of them have been able to get interviews for senior level actuarial positions. And that means that they are proving beyond an entry level that they are capable of doing an actuarial job. They have proven that they are great candidates, and that is because they haven't just focused on exams like most people do. They have also made sure to take time to learn the technical skills that they need, and they've also been able to get related experience that has really helped them prove to employers that they are great candidates that can do this job. So that myth is completely busted. Let me know down in the comments which of the 4 pillars are you working on now. Just a reminder, the 4 pillars are bachelor's degree, actuarial exams, technical skills, and related experience. Let me know down in the comments which one you are working on, or maybe you're very ambitious and you're working on more than one right now. That would be awesome. Let me know. Okay, myth number 2 is that it's almost impossible to get an actuarial job because the market today is just so competitive. Some people out there know with 100% certainty that the actuarial career would be great for them. Let me know down in the comments if that's you. That was me. I knew for sure that I would love this career. But unfortunately, when you hear other people talking about how difficult it is to get a job, people saying that it's impossible, especially when they have 4 or 5 exams passed, it can be really demotivating, and for some people it causes them to not even bother to pursue the actuarial career at all because they just believe that it's way too competitive and they're not going to be able to get a job. Let me know if that's a concern that you've had down in the comments. I had that concern when I was going through my actuarial journey, and I know tons of other people do as well. So let me know if you have that concern now or if you have in the past. Well, the thing is, this myth is partially true. The actuarial market right now is competitive. The actuarial career career is amazing and lots of people have found out about it and know how awesome of a job it is or career it is, and they want to pursue it. So that has caused there to be a lot of competition. The thing that is not true here is that it's almost impossible to get a job. In the last myth, we talked about the 4 pillars of a great actuarial candidate, and those 4 pillars mean that an actuarial candidate will be very well-rounded. The problem though is that most of the people spreading this rumor that it's so difficult to get an actuarial job are the people that unfortunately haven't worked towards gaining the qualifications so that they have met all those 4 pillars of a successful actuarial candidate. Unfortunately, most of them have just focused on their bachelor's degree and passing actuarial exams, and like we talked about earlier, that is not enough. You have to do more if you want to prove to employers that you are a great fit for an actuarial position. So when people say that they have passed lots of exams and they've applied to hundreds of actuarial positions and they haven't got a call back, that's likely the reason. The other reason could be that they just don't know how to market themselves very well. And that can unfortunately be another reason that employers just don't see how much value that candidate can really bring to the table, even though they have the 4 pillars. I know this because members of the Actuary Accelerator community have been getting jobs even in a pandemic. Not only are we in a competitive market right now, but we're also in a pandemic, and that in theory makes it even harder to get a job. But members of the Actuary Accelerator community have been able to land jobs in this time, and that's because they have gone through all the stages they need to in order to gain those 4 qualifications, and they've also learned how to market themselves really well so that employers see how great of a candidate they are, and they believe in the fact that the members of the Actuary Accelerator community can really contribute to their company. So this myth is completely busted. I know it's happening. Members of the Actuary Accelerator community are getting jobs all the time, and it's just not true. It's a competitive market, but you can rise above the competition and make sure you're getting those qualifications and you can stand out and get a job. Okay, so that takes us to myth number 3, which is that you have to be super smart in order to become an actuary. And again, this is a big myth. All the time when I told people in the past that I was working in an actuarial position or I was studying to become an actuary, they would either say, "What is an actuary?" or they would say, "Oh, you must be really smart." And the truth is, you don't have to be really smart in order to become an actuary. The average person can become an actuary because you can learn everything that you need to know in order to become a successful actuary. I want to repeat that because it's so important that you know this and that you understand it and that you believe it. You can learn everything that you need to in order to become a successful actuary. You can learn the technical skills, you can learn the math, you can learn how to market yourself really well, you can learn everything that you need to in order to become an actuary. So that means that the average person can become an actuary if they want to. The thing that you really do need here is not smarts, it's dedication and commitment. Because the people that really want to become an actuary, those are the people that are going to take the time to actually learn all the things that they need to in order to become an actuary. So that's what you need. You need determination and commitment to the actuarial career if you want to be successful. I know this because I did this myself. I'm not incredibly smart. I'm not a genius. What I am is resourceful. I took advantage of the resources that I had available to me to help me become an actuary. I used those resources and I made it happen. And you can do the same thing. You are smart enough. I promise you. Okay, so you are probably here because either you are just starting your actuarial career and you're on the path already to becoming an actuary, or you are just considering the career. If you are in either of those situations, then there are 2 other must-watch videos on my channel that I want you to go watch right after this video. One of them is called How to Get an Actuarial Job, and it talks about those 4 pillars that I talked about previously: the technical skills, related experience, exams, and bachelor's degree. And that's going to explain to you further how you actually go about getting those qualifications. If instead you are someone that is still a little worried about pursuing the career, you're not sure if it's going to work, maybe you're still not convinced that you're smart enough, then go watch the video called Worried You're Not Going to Get an Actuarial Position, because that video is really going to help you understand why you should go for it anyway. anyway. You are going to get an actuarial job if you develop yourself into a well-rounded candidate. I am very confident in that, and that video will explain the whole thing to you. It'll tell you exactly why I believe that. So go watch those videos. I will link to them down in the description, and I will also link them up here so that you can make sure or is it up here? Wherever it is. I will link to them so that you can find them. Go watch those right away. And if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Next week's video is all about how to fast forward your actuarial career. So if you want to make sure you don't miss that, subscribe to the channel, subscribe wherever that subscribe link is, go press it and make sure you turn on notifications so that you don't miss it. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.